Thank you guys so much for joining me for another episode of Keeping It Real with America's Supermom. And I am here with a guest that, yes, we got connected on Clubhouse. I have Trisha here, and we were able to connect on a Zoom call. And I'm just excited to have her here today because there's so many things that we have in common. And that's one of the things about Clubhouse. You connect with people that are like minded, and it's just a joy to be able to take those conversations offline, so to speak, into a virtual space where you're able to see and hear from one another in the best place of person that we could be right now. So, before we get into the interview, I want to give her the opportunity to introduce herself.
So, hi, my name is Trisha. I am a stylist. I actually just finished work, and that's why I'm in my car. But I am
Hmm.
also part of a movement of individuals who are inspiring themselves and others to take their health back. We offer simple solutions and resources to take the first step and beyond.
I love that. And so, that's one of the things that not only do we have to worry about what we're eating, but our mindset is just a number of things, as we're kind of bouncing back from this pandemic. So, talk to us about this movement. What does it really entail, and how can the audience get on board with that?
Okay, so we know that healthy living is about getting back to the basics. Everyone needs a nutritional foundation that comes from eating a diet rich in a variety of fruits and vegetables and berries. And unfortunately, many people don't care or won't eat the recommended servings a day. And so my mission is to help people bridge the nutritional gaps.
That's good. And so, that's intriguing, bridging the gaps, because, for a lot of people, they're like, it is a practice. It's something you have to grow into when it comes to eating your fruits and vegetables, especially, when you've been home, you've probably been eating more bread than you need to, more sweets and sugars and things like that.
Yeah.
So, I'm intrigued by bridging the gaps. What is that about?
So, well, it's recommended that we eat 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, and there's only so many we can chew and swallow one day, and then we cook them. So, it's you might think that you're getting the 7 to 13 servings every day that you need to, but the reality is there's only so much time in the day to do that. So we offer
Mhm.
whole food based nutrition. It's not a supplement. It's a nutrient with whole rice seeds, skins, and stems, which are minimally processed, and they're in a capsule. And you
Mm.
take two of each a day, two of the veggie, two of the fruit, two of the berry. And, and of course, we eat as many fruits and vegetables as we can in our household, but like I said, it's nearly impossible to get that the amount in that you should every day.
Wow. So, in terms of bridging this gap, how soon can someone receive results from something like that?
Um, so you could see what a lot of people see results, within 6 to 8 weeks. It varies from individual to individual. And if you don't see those, if you don't feel the results, you will know that that's happening. There's so much research out there. That's what I love about this company. The research. This is the most researched product in the world, and so um, even if you don't, there's not an outward feeling of feeling better, it's working on the inside.
I love that. So, what are some other things that we could be doing along with that to kind of help us with our health?
Well, every day you really need to be drinking enough water. Um,
Hmm.
Fill up your water bottle at least 3 times a day. Get your right amount of sleep. Um, Water, sleep, and actually eating the fruits and vegetables are key as well.
That's awesome. Now, so what has made you so passionate about this?
So I am passionate. Well, see, this started for me 8 years ago. We started
Mhm,
taking the supplements, the whole food, fruit, and vegetable supplements 8 years ago. And we simply started taking them just because I knew we weren't eating enough fruits and vegetables. My children were little. It was easy to feed them their fruits and vegetables when I was feeding them myself and giving them, baby food. When, it was
mhm,
pureed, it was easy to give to them. But somehow between baby food and real raw fruits and vegetables, when I would give it to them, I don't know if they didn't like the texture of it or what, but it's that's when it be this the that's when it began the slow decrease in the intake of the fruits and vegetables. And I know, it's really important, especially for children, to have those fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. So that's what really started me. It was a no-brainer for me to get these fruits and vegetables into my children.
mhm. I love that. And so, talk to us if for those of us who may be watching, because during this pandemic, a lot of people have had to reinvent themselves or pursue businesses that are different than how they are used to making money. So, for somebody who's interested in a business, how do they determine which one is the right one for them? In your case, it was a personal story, but what would you recommend for them?
I would recommend to go with something that pulls on your heart, that deep down in your soul that is serving a purpose. You to
Mhm,
For me, this is my absolute purpose,
mhm,
to bridge the gap, between what our kiddos, even what the adults eat. And I don't think people think about that on a daily basis. And nobody
mhm,
really thinks about disease until they go to the doctor and they find out, oh my gosh, I have XYZ, whether it be cancer or whatever. But to me, it's something that can help you on a daily basis prevent disease. Um, we all know that fruits and vegetables. We know fruits and vegetables help with inflammation. We know disease is caused by inflammation. And so if I can help someone, live a healthier lifestyle by doing one simple thing, and that would be eating fruits and vegetables, um, that's what my mission is, to get more of that into children's bodies and adults' bodies.
absolutely. That is just phenomenal. I think that's really a good point because when you're following your passion, it's really like it's not even work, You're doing
Right.
something that you really enjoy. So,
Yeah.
when it comes to networking, meeting different people, you have a new business, you got to get out of your comfort zone. What tips would you give the audience about meeting new people and finding that tribe of people that can benefit from your services?
So yeah, with the pandemic, it's been hard because as everyone has had a problem with, meeting new people and getting out there. And like I said, I work in a salon and I get to see and meet new people all the time, but it's not as often as I would like to, simply
Mhm,
because of I'm in New Jersey, and the rules and regulations now are you can't have so many people, you can only be a certain capacity, and so you can only work a certain amount of hours. So I really haven't had the chance to meet as many people as I would like recently, um, at the salon, simply for that reason. But I do get a chance to connect with people, which I love. I really miss connecting on a daily basis, with people outside in the real world. So right now, what our options are is to, do things like we're doing now, connect on Clubhouse, connect on social media, connect on Facebook. So that's where we are right now. We have to meet our tribe, unless it's in your neighborhood or at your workplace. You
mhm,
connect with your
mhm.
tribe through social media. And so that's what I'm to do. I mean, I've been on social media, but not anything near like a Clubhouse or. And actually, I just opened an Instagram account about a month ago due to Clubhouse. But and I'm loving it. I love
Mhm.
connecting with new people. It's and actually listening to voices. It's really been. I feel like it's been a game changer for us to be able to
Definitely.
hear people's voices. So much knowledge, so much out there that we can gain by speaking to people and on social media. And this is great too.
Mhm.
These podcasts
Mhm.
are great too because you could just listen in your car. Yeah, so this is great.
I love that. One thing that I have really been able to improve by being on Clubhouse is getting to the point about things. It's like when you're on
Yes,
a call or talking to people, when you're on stage and nobody's saying anything, you're like, let me hurry up and say what I have to
yes.
say.
And I've done that. I probably could have gone on a little bit longer with what I've had to say in the past on Clubhouse, but I try and get like to the point as quick as possible so someone else can have a chance to speak. But then there are those times where there's a pause, and so you wonder, should I have spoken a little bit longer? So, but
Mhm.
yeah, Clubhouse is it's a learning tool, and it's great to get to know other people and get to speak with other people.
Mhm. Yeah,
Connect.
and it definitely is something new, getting people out of their comfort zone. So, what advice would you give somebody watching with any business about trying new things or, being a trailblazer or pioneer in some aspects?
So I would say to just do it. Just do it. Practice makes perfect. If you're passionate about something, the only way you're going to get better is to talk more about it, like I'm doing now. That I'm out of my comfort zone completely. I've never done a podcast before, but this is what you have to do. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to speak about your passion. This is
Mhm.
important to me. It's my family's health is important. It's actually the most important thing to me in my life. Health. If you don't have health, you don't have wealth. So people might have. We always say in my family, "Oh, well, this person has that, and that person has this," and we say, "Well, we have health." And
Mhm.
those other people might have health, but we have family, we have health, and that is the most important thing to me in our family. So
Love
and this is what I would like to to have other people learn to do or take away from what I'm doing here.
love that. And I mean, really, while you were talking, it just is an example of how your passion will give you confidence.
Yeah,
Because if you really are true about your message, some of that other stuff just doesn't matter.
exactly. Yes.
Mhm.
I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I'm an, this is new to me. I'm like the podcast. This is, yeah, it's a little nerve wracking, but you know, I can't say enough about what this has done for our family. My son, when he was
Mhm.
little, he had horrible. Now this is my experience, and this is
Okay.
another reason why I'm so passionate. But my experience is my son, when he was little, before we started really taking juice, or getting into taking the whole food fruits and vegetables, he woke up in March and had every March horrible allergies. And so we would stand at the sink with him. He would have to do the neti pot. He would have to, take his allergy medicine every night before he went to bed. It was just, he was literally, it was a mess for him every day, just to
Mhm.
go to school from March until June. And we
Mhm.
basically would stay inside. I would just have him stay inside. And, um, when he really started taking this whole fruit and vegetable, he stopped having those allergy symptoms. He literally, we're so thankful every day. We don't have to wake up and say, okay, it's time to go do the neti pot. Okay, it's time to take your allergy medicine. Because he's virtually allergy free at this point. That's what
Wow.
that's what this has done for our family. And there's so many other stories, from other personal stories from other people, in
Mhm.
this company, that have had their own experiences, with this. And so that's probably where I'm most grateful for my son. So,
Mhm.
yeah, so that's where we are as a family, and that's why I love what I'm doing.
I love that. Now, so what are some things that you do to help keep you strong with a healthy mindset when it comes to doing your business? Because, we've got a lot of craziness going on with the news and just things in general all over the country and world. How do you maintain a sense of stamina?
So I actually don't watch the news at all, one bit. So when I go to the gym, I'll be on the treadmill, and of course the
Hmm.
cameras are right, the cameras, the TVs are right there, and you can see the
Hmm.
captions, you can see what they're talking. It's kind of hard not to look at it. So,
Hmm.
I kind of get like pulled in a little bit with what's going on in the outside world, but I pretty much have cut myself off from the media. I don't, and so I wake up every day with, what do I have to do today to
Hmm.
be productive and, make the most out of my day and my business and my family. My family's my
Hmm.
priority. I shield them. I shield them from
Hmm.
what's going on in the world right now because it's a little crazy.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. I was listening to somebody today, it was an author. I can't remember his name, but he said, when you don't have focus, distractions look like opportunities. It's like, oh, let me, you know what I mean? The shiny object thing. And you're going over there, going over here, and it really is a distraction from keeping you on the path to where you want to go.
yes,
Hmm.
I stay focused. Like I said, I don't turn the news on. And, here and there, I might see things on Facebook, but I just turn them right off because it's
Hmm.
not going to serve me. It's not going to serve my mental health, and it's not going to serve my family's mental health. So I just, yeah,
I
I
love
protect
that.
them and I protect myself.
Yeah. Now, so what podcasts or books or something do you read or listen to? And some people, they're on that fence. They want to get away from that, but they don't know what to do with their time.
So I have plenty. So if I am not, if I'm not working in the salon, or if I'm not taking care of my business or my children, I'm cooking or I'm going to the gym. So, and I listen to Clubhouse a lot. So I'll get in the car and I'll listen to Clubhouse. And like I said, there's so much information, and so much knowledge that people share on Clubhouse. That's why I really enjoy that app. And, so I haven't listened to a whole lot of podcasts lately.
Mhm. Awesome. Yeah, I feel the same way. It's kind of hard not to get sucked into the clubhouse zone, is what I say.
It
So
is.
much great content and connecting to great people like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the best way for the audience to get a hold of you?
So the best way to get a hold of me would either be, I would say, my link tree on
Hmm.
Instagram or
Hmm.
by email. And so my email is in my link tree. So email is probably the easiest way to get a hold of me. So if you just go to, Trisha Colleen on, Instagram, you
Hmm.
will see the link tree in my bio, and all the information about our whole food, fruits, and vegetables, is in there, and, my email address.
Awesome.
So that's the
So,
best
what
way.
what final words would you like to share with everybody today?
Um, well, I would like to encourage everyone to, you know, take a step back, think about, um, what what you're putting into your body. What you're putting into your body is, is extremely important. And, think to yourself, am I eating the amount of fruits and vegetables that I really need to eat every day? And if I don't, um, perhaps it's time to look into, bridging that gap between what I do eat and what I don't eat. And so, you know, please reach out to me. I'm there. I can answer any call, any email. Yeah, just reach out to me on my link tree or Instagram.
Awesome. Well, we really appreciate your insights, and I challenge everybody if her message resonated with you to reach out, take action. Don't wait till tomorrow. Get started today. Have a conversation. So, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, and we'll be sure that Trisha gets them and answers them for you. But in the meantime, Trisha, thank you so much for joining us, and you did wonderful. I mean, you're a pro. You're even in the car holding it down on the podcast. So I love that.
Thank you so much, Lachelle. I'm sorry I'm in my car. I just, felt like we could just do this real quick and that would be, great. I really appreciate your time.
Absolutely. And, don't even worry about being in the car. As a mother of 15, I learned to take opportunities when they come. So I
Yes,
appreciate your time. You got to do what you got to do. Everything's not a perfect scenario. So by any means,
exactly.
that's nothing to even be stressing out about. But for those of you watching, we want to thank you so much for joining us today. Again, reach out to Trisha and find out about those supplements. Bridge that gap with that healthy eating so that you can start feeling better, looking better, doing more things, and feeling more successful and having more energy to build your businesses and your personal relationships. So, we want to
Yeah.
thank you guys for watching and join us on the next episode. Bye for now.
Thanks, Lachelle. Bye bye.
You're welcome. Bye bye.